Nigerians react as Sanusi makes triumphant entry into the ancient city of Kano to take back his throne. Michael, a quick one. This is Nigeria News Center. We understand that any moment from now, the reinstated Emir of Kano in the person of Sanusi is going to have a triumphant entry into Kano, the ancient city of Kano. We understand that the former governor of Kano State, Ganduje, under his administration, Sanusi was dethroned, and before he was dethroned, Kano was under one emirate. But he enacted a law that saw Kano State being broken into 5 different emirates. Today we are seeing that law repeat, and those 5 emirates being collapsed into one. And the current administration of Yusuf Abba is saying that yes, we are returning the lost glory of the throne. And we understand that before the advent of the white men, our traditional institutions were already established. The white men came and brought our traditional institutions under the democratically elected governors. But I don't think that's what we have in Britain, where the queen or the king, as the case may be, reign over the prime minister. But let me get a holistic view with respect to Sanusi having a triumphant entry into Kano State. Any moment from now.
I think he's going to receive a rousing welcome because of the controversy that thread how he was actually dethroned from the throne of his, let me put it that way, forefathers. We know Sanusi was actually what the people wanted, but because the issue of traditional institution has been politicized to the extent that politics is being introduced to who ascend the throne at the end of the day. Making it more political, the way it looks now. So what we are seeing there is a political movement, a political enthronement of an interest which the governor Abba Yusuf of Kano State feel that for me to do this thing the way it is, I need to have all the emirates, all the emirs, that came into existence under Ganduje. Because of this and that, I am saying no. This is what I want, and of course, that he had his way. And I understand that there was a reprieve of 2024 in that act of Council of Traditional Kano Council of Traditional Rulers, and that was how Muhammad Sanusi II was restored back to the throne. So the fact is this: let us look at it, from the other perspective. We understand that Sanusi is a Fulani man, of course. That notwithstanding, then the fact is this: now has enthronement of our traditional institution determined, by who is in a position of power, determined by the politicians, or determined by the people who are custodians of traditional rights, rituals, and institutions.
Now, let me ask you this, Mr. Tinubu. Are you comfortable with the way the British colonial masters put our traditional rulers under governors' control at their own campuses?
No, it's because of why didn't they do that? They do it.
Are you comfortable?
No, I'm not comfortable. You know why I'm not comfortable? We should be able to have a kind of by legislative or by camera that has the traditional institutions and British theory of government, coming into together, to project the type of system that will be okay for the people of that particular area. So I believe that because of that, we can see how we are consciously losing our custody, our tradition, our culture, our way of life, our religion to they sold to us, as by colonial masters, or something that came as a result of colonization, So, but it knew also that in their own way of how they handle their own traditional institutions over there, they did not handle it the way they handle the one they met in Africa. But they saw the African traditional institutions as at that time as rebels, as people who want to stop them from what they are doing. So they on the course of trying to struggle with them to stop them, the British now see those traditional institutions as an enemy, and subsequently they were subdued, and that was how they conquered those institutions. And of course, at the end of the day, they were able to introduce their type of government, and that overshadows automatically the traditional institution.
Mr. Chinedu Michael, let us look at the already because when this law came into being, I mean, when they repealed the law that created the 5 emirates, the governor has said he is giving the former emirs 48 hours to vacate the seats they held before that law was repealed and hand over every government property in their possession to the deputy governor, who doubles as the head of that agency of government. Now, are we likely going to see what I would call a crisis or clash of interest? We understand that the minority members of the House of Assembly have expressed their displeasure. They say people should be calm, but they say they hope to revisit the issue.
You know that is a preparation of what is coming ahead of 2027. NNPP want to maintain a very strong hold in Kano, and Kwankwaso need to use it to negotiate national interest at the end of the day. That is one. Two, I believe that Mohammed Sanusi is a well understood man who has friends in different regions of this country. He has Igbo friends. He has, he's, to an extent, he is being loved because his type of extremism or religion or understanding of Islam is a bit liberal. Is encouraging the northerners to go to school. Is encouraging to embrace education, civilization, technology, and all that. That was his idea. But my belief is that he's going to use his office, as the newest emir of Kano, to be able to bring about innovations, reform that can ignite development educationally, economically in Kano State. But a bit away from that, you know who Gaduje is. Gaduje is the national chairman of this incompetent government, as in their party. I want to tell you about Gaduje, that
no, I don't want you to take it personal, but last on this, I understand the area you are going. I know your competence. I know you can do very well, good in that area. But let me ask you this before I let you go, Mr. Chinedu Michael. I understand that Kwankwaso is a former governor of Kano State. Of course, he ruled 2 terms, though not consecutively. And after the election of Abba Yusuf, he didn't waste time in saying that the law that sacked Sanusi will be revisited. Do you think he may have played any pivotal role in this?
Yes, of course. Of course, that is truth. And he said that is one of the campaign promises, and that today that he has fulfilled one of those campaign promises. And a lot of people celebrated the return of the Emir of Kano, talking about Muhammad Sanusi back to the throne. It was celebrated, and we are going to see a kind of unity, especially in the north. and he know that, of course, they are going to use what happened, the turn of Sanusi as a future factor to negotiate political interest at the end of the day, be it at the national level or at the state level or wherever. However, so but that is how it is. But the good story about it is that no matter how you have looked at it, Mohammed Sanusi, the second, is back to the throne, and we are going to see vibrant life and peace return to Kano, to the detriment, of course, the likes of the camp, of Gaduje's camp, will not be happy about it, because it means red card for them.
Mr. Chinedu Michael, I must say a very big thank you for your time. That is Mr. Chinedu Michael, a well-renowned political affairs analyst. This is Nigeria News Center. Thank you for your time. Say this one, if Sanusi enter Kano, I will use this.